Hello everyone, I'm Samjhana Mainali and today I'm back with a new video from the management topic and the topic is decision making. Today we will be dealing with very simple questions, that is, what is decision making and what are its features. It might be asked for 5 marks question. So let's get started with the definition of the decision making. So decision making is the process of selecting the best course of the actions from the set of the various alternative to achieve a predetermined goal or the objective. Decision making is a process and it involves a series of the activities. So second point we will be discussing about the process of the decision making, that is, it involves identifying the choices or identifying the problem that has to be solved, gathering the informations from the various external and internal sources, evaluating the possible outcomes and selecting the best alternative or a course of the action. This second point involved the a process of the decisions making in the organizational in the management or the organizational setting. The decisions making might be either operational decision making or the strategic decisions making. Strategic decision making is mainly made by the top level of management and it highly influence the organization in long run, and whereas operational decision making is made by the lower level of the management and which involve the decisions that is related to the day-to-day operations of an organization. So in third point we'll be discussing about the same thing. So in the management or the organizational setting, decisions making ranges from the strategic decision which influence the long term directions of an organizations, uh, to the operational decisions which address the day-to-day activities of an organization. This 3 point include the definitions of the organizations. I hope you all understand this. And now we will be discussing about the features of the decisions making. There are 12 features. I have 12 point. Which include the features of the decisions making. So let's get started. Firstly, we have a goal oriented. Decisions are made to achieve specific objective or to solve the problem, and each decision is aimed at a defined purpose, ensuring the action align with a desired outcome. So we all know that an organization is operated to achieve the specific target or goal or to solve the existing problem. So every decisions making must be aligned in such a way that the goal can be achieved or the problem can be solved. So in the next point we will the next point is process based. We have already discussed that a decision making is a systematic process that involve a series of the activities. So we'll be discussing about the same thing. So process based decisions making is a systematic process that follows a series of steps such as identifying the problem that has to be achieved, identifying the problem that has to be solved, or identifying the goal that is to be achieved, and gathering the informations from the various external sources and the internal sources, evaluating the option and selecting the best course of the action. So next features is dynamic and flexible. As we know that business organizations exist in the environment and the environment is very dynamic and changeable. So decisions making process is also dynamic and flexible. It must be dynamic. It is dynamic and it must be flexible. Decision making process is dynamic, which require the change as the new situations or the information emerge. And next features is a continuous process. Decisions making is a continuous process as new situations or the scenario emerge. with the change in the environmental factors. So it is not one time or one time process, but the continuous cycle throughout the existence of the organizations. And the next features is involve uncertainties and risks. As we know that environment is very uncertain and risky. In the same way, decision making is also uncertain, and it involves risk factors. Decision makers has to be liable for the decisions made. Decisions making often involve uncertainties where not all the outcome are known. Thus, the risk analysis is crucial to increase the positive outcome. And the next features is influenced by the environmental factor, as we have already as I have already stated for the more than 5 or 6 times that environment is very dynamic, and business organization exists in the dynamic environment, and the decisions made in an organization is highly influenced by the various internal as well as external factors. Internal factors include organizational cultures, values, organizational structures, and the external factors involves political factors, social economical factor, technological factors. Political factors, so same thing is written in this point. Influenced by the environment, decision making are affected by various external factors like market conditions, political, socio-economical, technological factor, and various internal factors such as organizational structures, culture, etc. And next features is depend on information and analysis. The second point of the decision making involve collecting informations from the various external and the internal sources. So decisions making largely depend on the information collected. The information collected must be relevant. If the information is relevant, then the decisions undertaken have a positive impact, and vice versa. So decisions rely on accurate and the relevant informations. Proper analysis helps to reduce uncertainties and support making rational decisions. And the next features is human aspect. Since a decisions is made by the human, and so it depends on various human aspects such as psychological factors, which include individual bias, perceptions, preference, play a vital role in shaping decisions. And the next features is positive and negative impact. A course of the actions could have either positive impact or negative impact, and some decisions might have a neutral effect, neither positive and or nor negative. Next is irreversibility. Some decisions made cannot be decision sorry some decisions once made cannot be undone or are costly to reverse. And the last features of the decision making is impact organizational decisions, especially in strategic decision making. Choices can influence the entire organization, affecting the future's goal, employee commitment, and overall performance. So in conclusion, these features make decision making a crucial competency in both personal and the professional context, shaping actions and the outcome across all levels. These were some features as well as definitions of the decision making. The questions is very simple, and in next video we will be dealing with the problem solving or and the process of making the decisions. Thanks for the